Now this is just one I downloaded, all right? Or one that I found that has different foods in it. So we are gonna see what I think versus what you think. I'm gonna go through these and you let me know what you like. We have some options for pumpkin bread. I'm sorry, pumpkin cake, which I'll try and put into a category, even though I can't just add one here. But and then these options, cranberry sauce was one. So what do you think my favorite is going to be? Takoa, you're watching the stream. What do you think my favorite is going to be? Do you think my favorite is going to be dessert? Hunter said that he thought it was going to be stuffing was my favorite, which I'm not totally sure what that means. If that is like a weird John, you're large kind of thing. I don't know. But stuffing is what he thought. What do you think mine is going to be? Cheesecake. Oh, I don't know about that for Thanksgiving. Okay, so Thanksgiving. Let's start right here at the bottom. Actually, these are desserts. All right, we're gonna skip around a little bit. These are a lot of desserts. This is like, okay, all right. The easiest one right off the bat. You got turkey and you've got ham. All right, turkey and ham. I love turkey, and I have turkey sandwiches. Often I love turkey. I'm gonna go with turkey as an A tier, which is just really solid. The problem is, first off, have you ever tried to prep a turkey for Thanksgiving where you gotta stick your hand in its butt? It's weird, y'all. Don't do that. All right, that's weird. No, A tier, Paige, A tier. All right, so turkey there, but the reason is because there is nothing better than a nice honey baked ham on Thanksgiving. It's a little bit traditional, I guess, to like the Pilgrims back in the day. I don't know if they actually had turkey, but you always think turkey when you think Thanksgiving. But my top one would absolutely be ham, 100% through and through. Now you got the question: what do you put on it? Do you put on brown gravy or white gravy? Brown gravy or white gravy? You guys let me know. What would you put on your stuff? You got to vote for brown. We got votes for anybody else. You got to vote other than that one right there. Brown gravy, white gravy, or just plain. Maybe you just leave it plain, nothing on it. Paige would put nothing on it. Takoa would go brown. Here's the deal. I'll be honest, y'all. Brown gravy, 100% for me, is a D tier. I would choose nothing, dry turkey with nothing on it over brown gravy. All right? Not good. It's not good. It's runny. It's like that's like the stuff that's just left over at the end. It's nasty. It's not good. Brown gravy, not it. White gravy, absolutely up in the A tier. I won't actually put it on my ham, but it is A tier for sure. All right, so we got some sides. Let me set these up here. I'm gonna put desserts up at the top, and we'll put the sides down here for it. But we've got peach gum. Oh, so that biscuits, baked potato, Brussels sprouts. Okay, my green bean casserole, squash casserole. Listen, some of these I should make a category for never had, never gonna try. Maybe that's what I should make a category. Never gonna try. But all right, listen, squash casserole. Like, is there any question that's gonna go down there because into the F tier? Because that just sounds disgusting. Scalloped potatoes. So I would call these, and I could be wrong, but based on the picture, scalloped potatoes to me is au gratin potatoes. All right. So au gratin potatoes are absolutely delicious. And matter of fact, okay, you know what? Go back. I gotta go back for this. Michaela, you're 100% right. White gravy is not for Thanksgiving. Okay, so I'm gonna put it down at B. It's still way above brown. All right. It's like I still would prefer to just have gravy for Thanksgiving, white gravy, than ever put brown on top of anything. All right. Scalloped potatoes, though. Scalloped potatoes are right in here at an upper level B, almost an A. And I'll tell you why they're not an A here in just a minute. But scalloped potatoes are legit really good. Okay. Now here's the deal. Green bean casserole. Do you like green bean casserole? Because I don't at all. Like, why would I make a casserole with green beans in it? So I'm gonna put it down here. Now, you know what? And it's not actually on here. I was looking for it to see if it was on here. Green bean casserole, not good. You know what my favorite casserole? This is the one thing my mother-in-law asks me every year. What do you want for Thanksgiving? And she knows the answer that I will give every single time is broccoli rice casserole. That is elite tier for me. All right. I don't have it. I can't add it for some reason. But I want you to know broccoli rice casserole up here, elite tier. Multiple helpings, multiple rounds. I will eat that before I eat anything else. I'll have a full helping of that, full plate of broccoli rice casserole, and then I will go get the rest of my Thanksgiving started. Really quickly, Brussels sprouts, nasty. Pineapple sauce. Now, who has pine? Have y'all ever had pineapple sauce? That sounds awful. All right. That sounds absolutely awful. All right. Just putting some of these back. Oh, wait. Pecan pie goes up there. Mac and cheese. All right. So, bread rolls. All right. Those got to go down there. We know where that's going to go. All right. Couple more of these. Spinach artichoke dip. My wife loves spinach artichoke dip. This might surprise you. All right. I'm going to actually go spinach artichoke dip. I'm going to go. Listen, your dad needs better taste. All right, Paige, your dad needs better taste. I'm going to go spinach artichoke dip. You know what? It's got to be a C tier. It's almost a B, but it's not quite there for me. I don't love it. But I'll eat it if it's there with really good crackers, but I'm not gonna like go after it on Thanksgiving. All right. So I'm gonna put spinach artichoke dip right there at C. Let's get some of these other ones out of the way. Roasted vegetables. All right. So here's the deal. There are certain vegetables that I love. Okay. So this is gonna be a little bit up and down. So it looks like in these vegetables, they've got different things. Really, the only vegetables that I like are squash and zucchini, and those are really good roasted. So I'm going to put this because I'm going to imagine most people's roasted vegetables come with tomatoes and other vegetables that I don't even know because I don't eat a lot of vegetables, green things and stuff like that. So I'm going to put roasted vegetables down here to C because it's not really my thing. Sweet potato casserole. All right. Here's the deal. There are a lot of good things about potatoes. You can have baked potatoes. You can have au gratin potatoes, scalloped potatoes. You can have mashed potatoes. You can have potatoes in many different ways. The worst potato I have ever eaten in my life is a sweet potato. So that is going to go down at the bottom for me because sweet potatoes are absolutely disgusting. Not good in any way, shape, or form. And you cannot change my mind on that. All right. Here's something you need to know about me. Whatever your worst, least favorite food is on the food chain, all right? Right below that in a category is corn for me. I hate corn above all things. I hated it as a kid. It would touch my mouth and I would dry heave, want to vomit. I mean, it was just absolutely disgusting. And so whether regular corn on the cob, cream corn, it is just not good. I tried it as an adult, hated it even more. Just not good. The texture, the juices that pop in. Listen, I'm not eating a bug, all right? I'm not trying to eat something that explodes in my mouth with juices. This isn't, those juicy fruit things back in the day that the juice would pop in. No, listen, corn, not it, not about it, not going to do it. Not the thing, all right? Listen, if you are American and you want a good Thanksgiving, then you have to go mashed potatoes. And so while I don't have broccoli rice casserole on this list, I do have mashed potatoes. And here's the deal. Here's why mashed potatoes for me goes on the elite tier. Because I dip everything in mashed potatoes. My ham dipped in mashed potatoes. My bread dipped in mashed potatoes. My broccoli rice casserole dipped in mashed potatoes. All right. Bread or mashed potatoes are my gravy. 100%. No questions asked. That is right next to broccoli rice casserole, the best thing on the plate because you can dip everything in it. Good runny mashed potatoes with some butter on it. Oh man, that is my gravy. All right. That is the best. One of the best things about Thanksgiving is the really large set of mashed potatoes. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. All right, next one. Baked potato. Because of mashed potatoes, like you can't rate baked potato too low down, but for Thanksgiving specifically, I'm going to put it down to a C tier, all right? Because if I walk into your house and you serve me baked potatoes instead of mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving, I'm going to walk away disappointed. And it's not because you don't love Jesus. It's not because of anything like that. I'm just going to be disappointed. Because why would you choose baked potato over mashed potato on Thanksgiving? I would not understand that at all. So baked potato definitely not going to be high on the list for Thanksgiving. I'll eat baked potato as a meal. Baked potato with chili on it. Wonderful. Baked potato Thanksgiving, not it. All right. All right, a couple more. Bread versus biscuits versus cornbread. 3 different breads. 3 different thoughts. All right. Oh, this is going to be tough. Okay. This is going to be tough because again, you've got to think through my mindset here. That my goal on Thanksgiving is to dip things in mashed potatoes. And so with that, I'm going to have to go with regular breaded rolls first. Cornbread, though, a close second. Cornbread can be eaten on its own and is absolutely delicious as long as there's the one caveat. All right. This is the most important thing. If you are one of these sick people that puts corn kernels in your cornbread, we cannot be friends. All right. We can't do it because corn kernels inside of cornbread is like a minefield. That's like saying, hey, why don't you walk out of my backyard and go enjoy this wonderful dinner I placed for you? Oh, by the way, there's a bunch of explosives out here and you're going to step on one, you're going to die. That is cornbread for me with corn kernels in it. It's not good. It's not good. I bite into it and suddenly I have to decide, am I going to spit this back out on my plate or am I going to swallow this and just be bitter for the rest of the day because I have now done this? So I don't know if anybody does that anymore, but that is absolutely disgusting. Cornbread with corn actually in it. I love cornbread, which I realize is weird because I have such a passion against corn, but yeah, very odd. All right, which means biscuits on Thanksgiving. I mean, maybe if you eat like a breakfast Thanksgiving, but I'm gonna. I mean, it's definitely not down there with brown gravy. Let's be honest, nothing's down there with brown gravy. But we're gonna put this. Listen, brown gravy just needs to be down here. F is like things that I wouldn't even look at. Brown gravy is just right there. All right, we're gonna put biscuits right there just because that's a weird one. Okay, mac and cheese. Here's the deal. All right, here's the deal. Again, mac and cheese. Now, the mac and cheese that are in this picture look like one of those like twice baked mac and cheese. That's a little bit different for me. Because that's really good, but just like normal, just really quality mac and cheese on Thanksgiving, I'm gonna give it a solid B tier because it doesn't go with mashed potatoes to me as good. It just doesn't go with mashed potatoes nearly as good to me. So I'm gonna put it into a B tier as a part of that. So mashed potatoes, not gonna do it. All right. Cranberry sauce and stuffing, the 2 most Thanksgiving items that there could possibly be for a meal. Here's the deal. All right, let's start with cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce. All right. How many of you watching like cranberry sauce? I know Michaela does. How many of you like cranberry sauce? Just go ahead and say it right now. All right. Cranberry sauce, I mean, there's two things. First off, when you look at it, it looks like it just came out of a tube. All right, like just straight up out of a tube. Like they just squeezed it at the store and it just like barfed itself out onto the plate in this really awkward tube shape. All right, that's part of it. Second off, The last thing that I want to eat on Thanksgiving is Jello. Okay? Jello. And essentially, cranberry sauce is Jello minus anything good. All right? Cranberry sauce for me, actually below brown gravy in terms of the awfulness. Like, I could do with never seeing cranberry sauce ever again. And I would probably be happier in my life if I knew that no one could ever have cranberry sauce ever again. It isn't it. Like, I don't know who decided that cranberry sauce was a good idea one day, but that person is probably in a white jacket somewhere. All right. Because that is not it at all. Not it at all. So, I apologize, Michaela. I know. No, listen, it is not because you like it. Trust me, this is nothing personal to you. It's disgusting. It is. And I bet if you polled 100 sane Americans, they would all give you the same answer, which is, what? Why would we waste space on that? It's Jello, but not good Jello either. So, there's that. Stuffing. Again, a very, very Thanksgiving, sometimes Christmas type deal. Everything about stuffing should be great. Everything about stuffing should be great. I mean, it's got a lot of good ingredients. Everything about it should be good, but it's not good. I tried it again last year or two, and it's dry. It just like sits in your mouth and just sits there, and you can't do anything with it. And it's very blah for me. It is not brown gravy, cranberry sauce kind of blah. But if it was the only thing on the table left, if I woke up late for Thanksgiving, showed up late, all the ham was gone, all the mac and cheese was gone, all the mashed potatoes, God forbid, were gone, I would eat stuffing. All right. I would go hungry before I ate cranberry sauce, but I would eat stuffing. I wouldn't be happy about it, and it wouldn't be a good Thanksgiving, but I would eat stuffing. All right. So, all right. You got your meal. All right. My number one, mashed potatoes, broccoli rice casserole, without question. Honey ham, breaded rolls. Those are my tiers. Top tier things. I will put a little turkey on my plate. I'll put a little mac and cheese. I'll put a little cornbread if we have it. But for the most part, it is honey, ham, it is mashed potatoes, it is bread, and it is broccoli rice casserole, multiple rounds. All right, multiple rounds. Now we get to desserts. Here's the deal. Anything that says yam in it, I'm out on. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead. I don't even know if I've had candied yams, but that just doesn't sound good to me in any way, shape, or form. So I'm out on that. Okay, lemon meringue pie. That's nasty. All right, that stuff's nasty. Not it. I don't know if you like the lemon meringue pie, but that's not it. Red velvet cake. Okay. Again, one of those things that should be really good, but just isn't. I don't know. My wife loves red velvet cake. I just do not like it. And so for that reason, I'm going to put it, you know what? It's got to be, it's right there with stuffing. I need like a brown gravy cranberry sauce level, and then a level below, a level above that, because I just feel like these two are taking over this, and I just can't get away from these two awful things right here. So pecan pie, I don't. Paige, your family never does ham. Listen, do they even love you? I like, legitimately, I'm gonna need your parents to go to Dickie's, get a ham already pre-baked, put that out on the table, and watch which goes faster, turkey or ham. I guarantee it'll be the ham every time. It'll be the ham every time. Not even a question. Michaela, listen. That's like saying listen, that's like saying God for one holiday and not for the next. Like, come on now. We got to live with the good things every day, okay? Ham is wonderful. It is for both holidays because it is the best, and I only want the best for the people that I love. And so you should be questioning right now whether or not their love for you is genuine on Thanksgiving, because all they give you is turkey on Thanksgiving and not ham. So I know your parents. I thought they loved you, but it's beginning to be questioned right now. All right. Pecan pie. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That I don't like pecans. I don't like pecans, so pecan pie, I'm out on. Buckeye pie, I don't even know what that is. It looks like it has a chunk of chocolate in it, but whatever's underneath it probably isn't that good. So I'm not gonna do that. Okay, down to these last couple here. Apple pie ice cream. Oh, apple pie with ice cream. Oh, peach cobbler, cheesecake, and pumpkin pie. Oh man. You know what? Let's do the 2 apple pies. I am not, for the longest time, I would not eat any sort of pies that were outside of one particular pie. And I just didn't know. And then I had some apple cobbler one time that was just delicious. Apple dump cake, if you've ever had that, delicious. That'll give you like a sugar twitch. It is wonderful. Apple pie for me is pretty solid. It's pretty solid. I'll do it. Not my favorite. I would choose several things over it, but cobbler, if it was cobbler, it'd be right up there in elite tier. Dump cake, right up there in elite tier. Apple pie, a solid low B. Above a C, but a solid low B. So that's where apple pie is going to go. Apple pie with ice cream, I'm going to be honest, it's going to jump up to an upper B tier because it's got ice cream. As long as that ice cream is Bluebell. If it is not Bluebell, I don't want it. You can take that trash and you can throw it out for the birds and the dogs, although I do pity them for having to have it as well. The only kind of ice cream is Bluebell ice cream because that is God's ice cream. So apple pie with Bluebell ice cream on top, I'm down for, mostly because you gave me Bluebell ice cream, and that makes me a lot happier than just apple pie. Peach cobbler. Listen, one word makes all the difference in the world. When you change a word, it changes the meaning. It changes the feeling. It changes the emotions. It changes everything about it. And that one word for me is peach. All right. I don't like peaches. I don't like peach cobbler. I would even question eating the crust around peach cobbler because there's peaches in it. But because it has a lot of crust, and that's the best part about cobbler is the crust, I'm going to put it slightly below red velvet cake. Definitely above pecan pie, brown gravy, and cranberry sauce, but slightly above or slightly below red velvet cake. Cheesecake and pumpkin pie. Oh, man. What do you guys think? And what you would vote for over these two, cheesecake or pumpkin pie? You see, here's the problem. One of these is very Thanksgiving-ish, right? Pumpkin pie. And one of these is all year round, cheesecake. If I'm having to choose a dessert, 363 days of the year, cheesecake is right up there with banana pudding and Bluebell ice cream for me. Well, and cookie dough and chocolate cake. I mean, there's lots of desserts right up there at the top of my list. But cheesecake is right up there, all right? A good cheesecake and a simple cheesecake. I don't need all the stuff on top. I just need one of those simple New York cheesecakes or a 30th anniversary cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory, which has got a layer of cheesecake and a layer of chocolate cake and a layer of cheesecake and a layer of chocolate cake. Oh, that right there, that junk is delicious. But cheesecake, one of my top desserts, definitely of all time. But on Thanksgiving, it's got to be A tier, all right, because it's a wonderful dessert. But pumpkin pie has to go into the S tier, and I love it. I love it. I don't really want it any other time, other than Christmas and Thanksgiving, but I will definitely take it on Thanksgiving. and I will eat it and I will enjoy it. Now, here's the deal. Here's the controversial part. I will not eat pumpkin pie with whipped cream on it. I don't do it. I don't like whipped cream. It ruins it. It ruins the texture. It ruins all of it. So I will never put whipped cream on pumpkin pie. But I do love and have partaken in many slices of pumpkin pie on the same round. All right. You get 2 slices right on your first plate. Then you can go back and get a 3rd or 4th slice later. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So that is my tears. My Thanksgiving tears. I had fun. I hope you had fun. I know I upset a few of you, which is good. I'm okay with that. All right. Because this is how I roll in my life.